Yeah, it's me, the master of the Tornado DDT, Fuego del Sol, and you are watching and listening to the 3 Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row crowd already.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy, your nephew, your cousin, it's the Don, Chaz Evans, and we are the 3 Count Podcast. Let's go down the roster. Introducing first, he is my tag team partner. He's the man that runs the show because I don't do shit. I don't run shit. I just talk shit. He is the landlord of the Dog Pound. He is the mercenary. He is Red Dog.
It is the Air Force veteran intel specialist, the one they call Red Dog, and your favorite mercenary. And you know what? I'm super hyped that we're back. And I actually had the intro properly put in this time. So like, no fuck ups. Yeah.
As of now. Introducing next, he is rocking the same shirt that I'm rocking because it's the hottest merch in all of indie wrestling. Ha ha ha. He is Cliff's best friend. He is the host of our one of our interview shows, Returning to the Ring. He is the franchise of the 3 Count Podcast. And when I say franchise, that means because we franchise tagged him because we're not giving him 40 mil. Ladies and gentlemen, Lou the Franchise.
Listen, my bracket's fucking broke. My hair's fucked up. I need a new barber. The only thing that's gone good this last couple of days is I bought Lisa Left Eye Lopez pop figure. Booyah! Fuck you, Cliff. Chitty chitty bang, murder everything.
Oh, gimmick infringement. My man said, you know what? I'm not even going to go with the father of 4. We ain't having no more shtick. To just said, fuck all this. I'm telling Josh shit. Chitty chitty bang.
You know what's great though, man, is that he was like chitty chitty bang, because you know he doesn't have an original thought, and that hair game of his is fuckboy status.
Oh wow!
Fuck Carly.
Oh.
She'll never get another penny of mine for fucking my hair up again.
Hey,
Seriously,
I need to know. Hey, Bruno, what was it like winning a Grammy? 24
Alrighty then. In other news, Anthony, you got yourself a pop figure, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
By the way, I am repping Jaden's tag team.
Wow, I was not. I've been nice. I had this is why we do things. I was nice. I started off the show real nice with Anthony. I gave him a dope intro. Like,
I love you, Jazz.
We were about to bond. Like, I was gonna say, I got a pop figure too. I got Inspector Gadget.
Lisa Left Eye Lopez.
I mean, yes. I mean, but I'm just starting. So
Me too.
This is my second one.
I bought the Backstreet Boys for my little sister for Christmas, so she got all 5 of those. This is my first one, and I'm gonna go buy the other one and a Selena one now.
Yeah. Like my plan has been to start. I've always wanted to collect them, and then since Chase was born, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna collect them for him. So, yeah. All right, let's keep on down the roster here. Introducing next. He is the Dark Lord. He is from the depth. Well, he's really not in the depths of hell right now because he has light on. He's in his living room.
You still can't see my face.
I mean, that's because you're black as shit.
That's because I'm not allowing it.
Oh, I see what you did there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, he's the Dark Lord. He's Master Xehanort. For all my Kingdom Hearts fans out there, he's the old man. He was there live for the first ever wrestling match between Zeus and Hades. He's the motherfucking supervillain, Damien Fatale.
Yep. Hades should have won that match, by the way. Zeus went over dirty on that one, bro. Just let you know.
It's because good always wins in the end.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
We always win in the end.
Anyway, last but certainly not the least, He is my little brother. And that's the only reason he's on the show. The only wrestling he watches is Twitter highlights, What Culture Wrestling, Ollie Davis, and he doesn't watch anything live really. So we're introducing my little brother, Q, also known as JJ, also known as College Boy, also known as Josh, also known as Drip JJ. Drip, drop, drip, drippity drop, drip, drop. Wait.
That it?
That's it.
Okay. I am the drip driving, got the club vibing, thanking the sidewalks for keeping me off the streets. Chitty chitty bang, study every day.
Okay, so I like it. Now we just gotta keep practicing on it and memorize it because I just watched you read it off your phone. But I like that.
Look, I literally came up with this literally like 5 minutes before the show.
I could see what he was doing then. That explains why you couldn't talk to nobody, you ignorant ass nigga.
No, what happened was I was in overtime on the AFC Championship game and ended up getting a touchdown on the kickoff.
Bro, wait, you were playing the game? You were playing Madden?
You sitting there playing games. Why are you supposed to be trying to conversate? All right,
I had to finish it off.
That line. Did you get it from Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch?
Wait, what?
He's too young for that. He's too young for that, Anthony.
Yeah, you can't.
He is too young for that, dude.
We got 4 different age groups on the show. We got Damien's age group, the dead. You and Justin's. I mean, not you,
right.
Cliff's age group. Me and Justin, and then there's Josh on his little angle. Just right there.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch is too old for you.
Yeah, you're right. It is. That's why I said it's too. It's too.
Hella too fucking young.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I said he was too young because I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Oh my god!
You don't know who Marky Mark is?
Why do you look depressed?
Me?
Yes.
I don't look depressed, but if I do, it's probably because there's something called university.
Do you need your mom's hug?
No.
Make it happen, Chaz. I need my boy to look like he's happy, and he
Hey, hold up. All right, before we actually kick this off with all the insults and stuff like that, and the way that the show usually vibes out, I do want to get something off my chest, and I asked Chaz if I could. So,
yes, he did.
Yeah.
Take your time.
So, we here at the 3 Count Podcast, we do have a lot of fun. We do make a lot of jokes, but sometimes some things that get serious. And last year, if you guys remember, we talked about some pretty serious subjects that were happening in the Black Lives Movement, as well as all of us. And you can see even Anthony and Chaz have their signs still up. Here's the biggest problem that we have going on right now, and it's something that needs to be addressed. We clearly saw what happened this week in Atlanta, right, where 8 people were murdered in a massage parlor, 6 of them being Asian. And the way that it was brought out to us and told us that it was somebody trying to get rid of their addiction, right? And they wanted to move on. It wasn't a hate crime, and they just wanted to alleviate that thing, or it's having a bad day. So straight fucking bullshit. Like, I can't take you seriously at all. It was 100% a hate crime, and when you go in and you purposely know what you're doing, it's not a bad day. We have bad days. I've had a bad month. Okay. I've been dealing with my own shit that's going on. Don't tell me about bad days. I've been going in and eradicating people because I just feel like that's what's necessary. So we here at the 3 Count Podcast obviously have the strong message. And as much as we talk about Black Lives Matter, we also understand we need to stop the Asian hate. It is what it is. We need to stop the hate. It's just so weird that in a time of what it seemed like it was overnight, we went from the country unanimously for some reason saying we're going to hate on this group to now we're going to hate on this group. No, we're not. You can't hate another group. It's just straight love. That's it. That's all we're gonna have. So we here at the Three Count Podcast just want it to be known that we stand with all of our Asian brothers and sisters, just like we do with our Black males and females, our brothers and sisters, and our brown people that are in the communities. Anthony has said it before, and he'll probably end up saying it again, that as much as we keep saying all lives matter, all minority lives matter too. And we cannot be separating which group we need to hate next. So, like I said, here we just gotta say it. We stand with the Asian community.
Respect. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one, Cliff. Go ahead, Cliff. Lou, Jose.
I am 100% with what Cliff said. I've been pissed off since Jeremy Lin came out and said that and called out the people saying that they called him the coronavirus on the court. They've been targeting him. They've been targeting the Asian people in the G League. I have kept it closed, and I have some friends. Cliff and I have some closer friends that are Asians, that are Asian Americans, and this shit needs to stop. The hate in this country needs to stop, regardless of who the fuck the president is, regardless of who hates who. On top of that whole political thing, I don't fucking care. The hate needs to stop. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Mexican lives matter, all minority lives matter, and white lives matter. We all matter. We all need to band together and stop the fucking hate. I'm sick of it. We're all sick of it. And it's a disgusting act of what happened this last week.
Absolutely. Floor is open.
100%.
Floor is open. We can have like this little forum. Anybody else has really anything to say, really? And Cliff, you can anyone as far as who's viewing us live want to chime in, we'll take we'll take a few comments. But if anything, anybody as far as here wants to say anything, go ahead.
It's despicable. I agree with everybody. Like, all lives matter. Period. It doesn't matter the skin color. There's no excuse for that. Sorry.
And
I'm a horrible person, but come on.
And for you guys who didn't hear like what I had to say, because obviously like I've been might have some mic trouble. We just say it again, like all of our minorities that live in this country all of our lives matter. And the craziest part about everything is that we need to stop the Asian hate. Like we here at the Three Count Podcast, 100% stand with our Asian brothers and sisters, as well as every other minority that's out there. So it does not matter where you come from. If you're here in this country and you're trying to just make it, we're here with you too. So we feel
exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I guess I'll take the floor real quick. So when I found out about this story, it was a YouTube video that popped up in my recommended, and I listened to it, and I listened to the police and him giving the report, and what I find the most troubling is that he's not only that he said this guy was just having a bad day. If this was someone else, or like someone of minority, that was a minority, they would have been calling this guy a thug. They would have labeled this guy a terrorist. Because let's keep it $150. What this guy did, I'm not even going to name his name. He is a domestic terrorist. Simple as that. And I just wish that we could, what Martin Luther King said, to be judged on the content of our character instead of our skin. Because at the end of the day, we all bleed the same. Take off the skin, we're all just bones. We're skeletons. So like, why can't we just judge each other off the content of our character and not on our skin? Why why do we have to go unplug somebody else's console because they look different? We all have to, we all have to use the bathroom. We all, we all bleed the same. Our blood comes out red. There's no difference there. It's sad. And it's supposed to be the land of the free. That's it.
Yeah, not gonna harp on it, too much, but we do got a show, but it's sad the amount of hate that's in this country. We just got to get better. Josh said it. Is the best. We're all the same. We got bones and muscles. We all have it. It's sad. It's sad that there's a lot of hate in this country, and like Lou said as well. But we have to sign Black Lives Matter up. That doesn't mean just just Black lives. It's we say Black Lives Matter because they don't, but all lives do matter. But all lives can't matter until all lives matter, whether you're black, white, orange, green, yellow. Yeah. So all lives never of all lives don't matter. It's they matter, but they can't matter until like matter. But that's my 2 cents. I'm not gonna go into my gimmick and real life. We got a show. We got announcements. We're gonna talk some wrestling. That's why you're here. This, we don't want to get all too mumbo jumbo up in here and all emotional. But we got a wrestling show to talk about.
Barbers' lives matter, except for my barber.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Wait,
really
there we
stuck
go,
on that.
baby.
There's a tension breaker.
There we go. Love it.
There
Love
we
it.
go.
Someone says Chaz doesn't have any muscles.
Listen,
They just had to keep it $1.50 because that's what he weighs.
Oh.
So
Nice shit.
Listen. Getting to 150 pounds. It was a goal for me. Okay, leave me alone.
I've been calling you Ohio State because you getting bounced in the first round, bro.
Anyway, getting on to the actual show. Let's get through these announcements real quick. So we have a website, guys. You already know about it, 3countpodcast.com. The number 3, anything 3 Count Podcast. Go check that out. Also, you can see above us in our new little setup here. There's our Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. There's our YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, definitely subscribe. There's our Facebook. Go follow us on Facebook. Also, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, 3 Count Pod. TikTok, follow us there. We give deep dives, quick run-throughs on each wrestling show that happens throughout the week. Cliff's on there all the time. Anthony runs our Instagram. I run our Twitter. So definitely, you can chat with us all week long. 3 Count Podcast, 3 Count Pod. Get yourself a 3 Count Podcast t-shirt. My man's Cliff got one of our shirts out there with the OG Crew t-shirt. Go get yourself that shirt on prowrestlingtees.com/3 Count Pod. That's the number 3. You know how we roll. We got some interviews coming up, right, Cliff?
Yeah. Actually, so we did get a couple more people on the shows. We do have some more interviews coming up. So to kind of start us off, we do have Storm Thomas coming up. I haven't set the official date yet for that, so expect to come that soon. Nick Holiday from Culture Inc. joined us. That was a very fun interview. I had a lot of fun with that. And then we had Kennedy Copeland. So all those interviews are gonna be coming out. So guys, be ready. They will be coming soon.
Awesome, Anthony. What's in the dashboard?
Right now, I am on hiatus because work, family, everything. Doctors' lives matter. I'm going to say that because I just found out that my A1C is really high, which means I'm probably going to be called diabetic. Getting that fixed. And that's my number one concern right now. Is getting fixed so my family can have me and enjoy me before I die of a young age. So right now, Return of the Ring is on hiatus. We will jump back into it in the next couple weeks.
Awesome sauce. Also, with that being said, April 7th, we got it back. Our greatest of all time tournament. We're doing the tag teams. There's going to be 4 representatives of the 3 Count Podcast. Not sure who those 4 are yet. We might do a vote or we might just pick 4 people. We'll have 3 guests on as well. We're gonna do the greatest tag team of all time. I'm putting my early vote that the Generation X greatest tag team of all time. I'm joking. That's actually not my early pick. But anyway, definitely be on the lookout for that. All righty, let's get down to the Wednesday night rundown.
Rumble.
All right, I got the numbers this past week. On Wednesday night, AEW Dynamite went head-to-head with WWE NXT for rating supremacy. So let's start out on TNT. AEW's Wednesday Night Dynamite had 768,000 viewers, which is up from last week's 743,000 viewers. The 18 to 49 demographic was a 0.28, which was 6th overall, which is down from their 0.32, which was 4th last week. When we flipped the channel to USA Network, on NXT, brought in 597,000 viewers, which is down from last week's 691,000 viewers. The 18 to 49 demographic was a 0.3, which was 42nd overall, which is down from their 0.18, which was 25th last week. Pretty much standard numbers, right? NXT and AEW, just, from having a year of this, we've kind of figured this is where they normally do out. We got to mention, though, for NXT, they had to switch up the card a bit due to the COVID outbreak that happened. And also AEW had the Lights Out main event with Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. Also got to remember that, that show was taped, so spoilers were out as well. What do you guys think was the better show? Lou, what you got for me?
I will give NXT the upper hand until the last part of AEW because that Lights Out show match was phenomenal.
JJ.
And to the XT, besides the last part for AEW. I mean, basically, I'm going to reiterate what Lou said, basically.
Britt Baker run me over finally. For sure, 100%. Big fan of her.
We're gonna get to Britt because I definitely have something to say. Red Dog.
Okay, it's funny how everybody's just like, yeah, NXT all the way up until the end. No, AEW all the way through. I'm not one that, me, I like to play the card fair, but hey, AEW had my interest the whole time. And as much as NXT was looking good, I got to give it up to where it belongs, man. AEW.
Damien.
Fuck Planned Parenthood. Exactly. Exactly. You got it. Fuck Planned Parenthood. NXT all day.
Okay. I gotta. So here, we're gonna get to the Lights Out match. I'm gonna put out that match was phenomenal. We didn't have a show last week, but what I wanted to say was, I was upset that it was a Lights Out match for them because I feel like those two can main event any show, period, without having the gimmicks and all the weapons and violence. But that match was really, really good. So that match was probably the match of the week. It should be number 1 on Cliff's power rankings. It probably isn't.
It isn't. It's rigged.
I mean, he but yeah, I gotta go with NXT. But that Lights Out match though, that's the best piece of business I've seen all week. But yeah, NXT gets it for me. I like the Finn Balor and Karrion Kross tag team situation. So yeah, that's what gets it for me. I'm going to rearrange the card. Yeah, wink, wink. We're going to get right to a debate topic. We'll come back and do our If I Had the Pencil, since we're on the topic of AEW and NXT. Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa. We knew the Lights Out match happened. We all, it's been talked about all week, how this was probably, one of the greatest women's matches on American soil. There has been quite a debate saying, even Dave Meltzer, our good old Uncle Dave, who's senile, said that this is probably one of the best women's matches on American soil. We know Uncle Dave loves his Asian schoolgirls. So the debate question is Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa the best women's match on American soil? We got to also put in consideration that, Sasha and Bayley was also considered one of the best women's matches on American soil. And what do you guys think? So, start with you, Cliff.
Best match ever on American soil? No.
Best women's match?
No.
Best
women's match? No, not at all. Is it one of the best? Of course. But as long as Sasha Bayley at Brooklyn is a thing, like, there's not really another match out there that's going to tell me otherwise, And when I think about at WrestleMania with Flair and Banks and Becky holding it down for the first time, going for the women's title, like that was a thing. Those were two really good matches on top, and we haven't even touched into some of the stuff that happens with, just some of the other matches that are going on. Like, I mean, just in Impact, right? And then I don't know, man. Like, I really thought the Thunder Rosa match was really good too, right? But I have to give props where props are due for Shida and Britt Baker last year when Britt got her face busted open and was bleeding. So is it the greatest match? Is it the greatest women's match on North American soil? I'm gonna say no, but I would put it in my top 4.
You glitched out your top what?
I put it in my top 4.
Top 4. Okay. Cool. All right, Damien.
So fuck this match. Fuck Planned Parenthood. I don't give a fuck. After I wasted $50 on that bullshit, I ain't watch shit. I ain't gonna watch shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Planned Parenthood. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. I don't care. I don't care how good this match was. I don't give a fuck. It could have been the greatest match ever in motherfucking history. And you know what? Guess who would have fucking missed fucking history? Me.
Why do you have so much hate in your heart?
Why do I have so much hate in my heart?
I forgot. Sorry, never mind. Let's move on.
Because I have so much hate in my empty space where my heart should be, because I spent $50 of my hard-earned money. All right? That's an hour and like 20 minutes of work for me at work. All right? Which I already don't like that bullshit of a place. So that means I have to fucking go and work an extra hour and 20 fucking minutes to try to make that back. And my time. Where's that gonna? I can't get that back. So fuck Planned Parenthood. Fuck Britt Baker. Fuck Thunder Rosa. I don't give a fuck about none of those fuckers. They can rotten fucking hell off. I give a fuck.
Oh my god.
Do I get my fucking money back? I get my fucking money back? No.
They're definitely not going to be rotten in your home.
Did you ask for your money back?
Actually, yeah, and I can't. This
and be mad at the
cable
company.
If I give you the $50, would you stop saying this shit now so you got your money back?
I still ain't gonna watch that bullshit.
I mean, that's fine. My man said, I got this icebox where my heart used to be.
Dude,
fuck them, yeah.
I bet you're just like Chaz, like behind the scenes.
No, I feel
Chaz gets off to Riho.
No, I don't. Oh my god!
I bet you get off to watching AEW. You're just looking hard right now.
No. I feel like I was raped in a dark alley on prom night. Dude. All right. That's what I fucking feel like.
I can't. You know what, man? I can only do so much editing for this show before I'm just like, fuck it all.
Alrighty then.
That's my take on that match, by the way.
Gotcha. Lou, what you got?
Nothing now.
Just the wait. I don't know where to go.
Like,
Don't know what to do with my hands. Let's get down to this. In my opinion, is it the greatest women's match in U.S. soil in history? No. Is it probably one of the best matches of 2021 or even going back to 2020? Yeah, I'll put it up there. That match was phenomenal. They did so well. It kept me entertained through the whole thing. AEW finally did something right with their women's division with this match. Finally. Now keep going, dipshits. So yeah, but right now, yeah, that's the best match in the last year or so. But I can't do it overall. Not yet.
all right, JJ.
You are such a fucking WWE. Moving on.
Anyway, all right, cool. Go ahead, John.
Okay, yeah. I was waiting for you to stop vibing because I was like, oh, D vibing. I gotta keep playing.
I was vibing because
No, it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I also agree with Chaz in the sense that I don't think that it needed to be a, gimmicky match. Like I think they could have just wrestled, and it would have been fine. The 3 count has been preaching for a year now. I was going to say 2 years.
2 years.
We've been preaching for like a year that Britt Baker's money. So yeah, we've been saying that for a year now, and I think that Tony Khan, he probably watches this show.
Yeah.
He's probably sad that his advocate idol isn't here. But yeah, Britt Baker's money. It's not rocket science.
She would just be better if she fucking got rid of that fucking tool bag of a boyfriend.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's
Notice how nobody agreed with that statement.
I like it. Yeah, it just went like crickets.
Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. So I've talked to Justin about this match. I've talked to Cliff about this match. I talked to Josh about this match. I even talked to my mother about this match.
Talk to me about it.
Anthony, the time difference, I have no idea what it is really, so I do not call you.
Dude, I'm like Damien. I'm awake all day, every day.
That's fact. Damien does not sleep. And when he does sleep, it scares me because I don't know if he's going to wake up.
Anyway,
You know what? Fuck you. Even though you might be true.
No, that's not bad. It's just I worry because how long you could be asleep. We know how if you fall asleep, you're not waking up sometimes till like 2 days later.
all I'm saying, Chaz, is we don't.
Damien fell asleep one day and I hadn't talked to him for a full 24 hours. I legit thought he died. I asked Justin about that story on another day. But yeah.
Why do you hate?
So this match was really good. It was really good. Like, don't get me wrong. This match was awesome. I was excited to see the match off jump because I like Thunder Rosa. I like Britt, and I also told y'all I'm not watching anything AEW Women's Division unless it's Britt or Thunder Rosa. I don't care. I'm not doing it. So I watched this and I was glued to the screen. Like I said, case in point, I didn't think they needed all the weapons and stuff. I think they could have just, if they just had a straight, wrestling match, I think they would have done fine. And we'd still be talking about this match. But I liked this match. This match was fire. everything about it except for the tax spot. It's, you know, but because of tax spot, I hate tax. Everybody does it. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
But the finish was dope. I like the finish. Like I really like the finish through the table on the outside off the. Yeah, I like the finish. So I can't.
I would have liked it too because it was over.
Anyway.
I was waiting for that.
But is this match the best match on the best women's match on American soil? No, it's not. Is it the best women's match pandemic wise? Yes, absolutely. It's fitting that it's almost been like technically, you know, close to, you know, at the time it was almost a year, but when, you know, we had the, I guess, this era of wrestling called the pandemic wrestling. That was the best women's match to me personally, I think, since we've been in the pandemic. Is it the best so far? I mean, of all time? No. Like Cliff said, Sasha and Bayley at TakeOver in Brooklyn. Yeah, that's a match that you put up there with, like, to be completely honest, and it's not shaming any other match, but that's the match you put up against, you know, Steamboat and Macho Man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the match that's right there with it. So I don't think it's up there. I don't think this match is up there with that as far as that par with that. Is it like I have to go with something like Cliff? It's in my top 5. If I just name top 5 matches off women's matches off the jump that I think are the best of all time, it's in my top 5. It's just not number 1, and probably not number 2. You can argue maybe 3, 4, 5, but it's not 1 or 2. It's not. It's not. It's not, and it's not a knock to the match itself. And I want to make sure we put that out there, that the match is, even in that, it's still a really good match for them. Britt Baker is money. Like, it's just, I've said it from day one that they need to just use Britt Baker as their centerpiece for the women's division. But, you know, I don't book there.
Listen, okay? Matt Jackson is my new friend on Facebook. I will not have you disparage AEW like that, okay? So you will knock that off. You will say positive things because my paycheck finally came through, and I'm very much appreciative of it, Mr. Khan. So,
wow.
But actually, here's my question though. Here's my serious question, right? And you guys can feel free. Where would you rank that match in just AEW matches alone? Lou, you say 1?
You know what's funny? When I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm trying, so like you're saying best match as far as AEW all, you know,
right?
And we're throwing that in there with the men, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't do that. Probably 2.
I think the Jungle Boy and MJF match. I think that's AEW's one of their best matches.
The street
I
fight.
think what would go second though for me would be Cody and Jericho.
So
it's but I think it would be 3.
The best match AEW's put on was a street fight between
the Best Friends and
Santana Ortiz.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing. Funny, I would put that. You can argue that case in point with me as far as that can be. I can put that as 3 and put Britt and Thunder Rosa as 4. You can argue. Like, I agree with that. I agree with you. Like,
that might be the best match they've ever put on though. Like, from beginning to end.
Because that was really good. That was a dope ass match. So I
see, and that's where I'm trying to balance out is like, to be fair, I think it might be sitting at like number 4 or 5, kind of depending. Because I do agree, Cody and Jericho was like a really good match. I thought they had a lot of great. I do like the Santana and Best Friends match. That was another good one. MJF and Jungle Boy did tear the house down when they were up. And then I have to go with FTR versus the Young Bucks. And like those 4 matches. But then right after that, I would argue this match belongs right there.
The only other match that I could see put above them is the inaugural women's championship match.
What's that?
The inaugural women's championship match.
Nani?
You see, yeah, we're not playing that game. But
I was there
so
live. I was
we
there
did
live.
have Cody versus Dustin actually was a match that was also mentioned too in
Yeah,
our chats.
Absolutely. Yeah, I see. Absolutely. And see, that's the thing. You know, you can argue case in point why that should be number one.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's number one. It's good, and it's good. It's just, even though it's like AEW, it's only been around, you know, give or take a year and a half. I'm not. It's not number one. And then and as we go further back before the pre-Dynamite super shows that they had, where they were on that hot streak of they were coming out with banger matches every show. There's a lot of matches on those shows that are, you know, no offense, far beyond better than the Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker match. Right. So now we're bringing that up. I don't think it's in top 5. When you look at the overall grand scheme of AEW, I don't think it's in the top 5 now.
I could agree with that.
I don't think it's in the top 5.
But it is a top women's match.
Right.
It's
Like,
a top women's match, yeah. Yes.
I'm so hyped because it's so new. We're all hyped about it so much.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, I was thinking back. I was like, man, what matches would I put in there if I wanted to put this in the top 5? I think I could argue, you know what, the more we keep talking about it too, man, I could argue it getting into the 5th spot, and maybe it is because it's so new, but I could argue getting it into the 5th spot. But as far as, like, I'm like, God dang, though, man, like, there was a lot of, like, great matches, like, in AEW.
Stuff.
I'm just like,
yes. I know a lot of us, we shit on it sometimes, but there have been good spots, and I say it every week. There are things on there that are really good, and there are things that are really bad, but there are good things on that show. So I have to.
There's more bad than good, but you know, look. I'm gonna stop being a dick.
Shut your whore mouth.
There are. Look, I actually, you know what? I was getting ready to give you a place props, but you know what? Fuck you in that fucking place. You fucking ignorant piece of shit.
Say your piece. I'm sorry. I love you, man.
As I was saying before I was interrupted, yes, there have been some bright spots here and there. No, I didn't watch that match, but I did hear good things about it. It sounded like it was actually really, really entertaining and really good.
Maybe you should watch it.
So, I mean, maybe I ain't watching that bullshit. You gonna pay me? You want me to watch it? You can pay me to watch it because that's the only way I'm watching it from
I
now
will pay
on.
you $1 a month for 50 months to get your money back.
Oh, and I guess you getting 60 seconds of me watching that bullshit.
100.
100.
To be 100. 100 a penny a second.
I was gonna say 100 seconds.
Anyway, Josh, you got something before? Any last thoughts before we move on?
Yeah, when people were trying to compare it to like the Sasha Bailey match at Brooklyn, it's almost like it's mystified. You know what I mean? It's like larger than life. Kind of like how WrestleMania 25, HBK, Undertaker. It's like larger than life.
I got you. Yes. I see what you're saying.
Steamboat Macho is like mystified. It's bigger than itself at that point. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really hard to start comparing stuff where it's almost larger than life. Where in the way we talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my only 2 cents I'm gonna put into it. Damn good match, really good match. Yeah, for Baker's money.
So yeah, I kind of think it's kind of that what you call it, that comparison thing. When you start comparing stuff, you always, it's always subject to opinion. All right, moving on. We're gonna we're gonna take this time now. We're gonna flip over. We're gonna do our If I Had the Pencil. Fastlane is tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday, March 21st. Fastlane. This is also the last pay-per-view on the WWE Network before they move to Peacock. So, moment of silence for the WWE Network. And moment over. So let's get this party started. All right, let me get my thing here. So, all right. So first match on this fast lane card, we got the Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. So yeah, Cliff, who you got?
Hey, here's my question. Oh, go ahead. We'll do it afterwards. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Rollins.
Yeah. Okay. Lou, what about you?
Rollins.
JJ?
This was AEW. I would go with Shinsuke, but Seth.
Damien?
He has to unmute his mic because he's not in his room, so he's got.
Wow.
Moving on.
Moving.
You can see that he just walked away.
Rollins.
Rollins. Got it. Cool. Alrighty. I'm going with Rollins as well. And just Sensei gets a bad. He gets a bad rep in the E. So yeah. All right, moving on. We got the United States Championship match. We got Riddle defending his title against Mustafa Ali. Lou, who you got?
Come back to me. I'm in the air with that one, please.
Okay. Cliff, what you got?
You know what? I want to take Mustafa Ali on this one.
JJ.
Shoot. Crap. Okay. This is actually pretty tough. I think they're gonna have. Fudge. I think I might just have to go with Bro.
Alrighty. Bro. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's hard, man.
Bro.
Damien.
I'm not sure if I should go with the pothead or the terrorist.
Oh my God.
I'm joking. No, I'm not.
Taking the pothead.
Yeah, give me the pothead.
Oh my God! What the hell?
And right,
Are getting canceled.
Getting canceled.
Look, I'm a little angry, okay? My bad.
I think I want to go with Ali. I feel like this is the swerve for the night. I'm picking the pothead.
Like, yo, there's about to be a swerve. Never mind. Let's just go with the.
Go ahead, Lou. What you got?
I'm gonna go with the stoner as well.
All right, you're going with the song. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner. I'm a stoner.
Bro.
The guy got kicked out of the UFC because he could. Never mind. We're not gonna go there. I'm rooting for him tonight, so I gotta be positive. Positive.
Right. Exactly. Shane McMahon, Shane O'Mac, getting back in the ring yet again.
No.
Versus Braun Strowman. Cliff,
I
who you
got
got?
canceled. I got canceled.
Who do I got? I'm going first.
Yeah.
You're gonna get these hands, Braun, because Shane's winning. You don't bet against McMahon.
About to say, wait, so you're picking Shane?
I'm taking Shane.
I thought I was like, wait a minute. Lou.
Is this match gonna happen? I thought I heard something like he got canceled.
Same here.
Dang.
So originally, yes. When you put out there, yes, it was originally removed on Monday, but on Friday night SmackDown, they did announce that the match was going to be happening.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Give me Vince Jr.
Damn. even call that man his right name.
Right. JJ.
I'm picking Linda's child.
Wow.
Damien.
Stephanie's gonna win that one, huh?
I'm picking Mr. Chef Boyardee.
Shane O'Mac. Ah, I got it, motherfucker.
All right, cool. I was wondering if anybody was gonna catch that one.
Yo,
You're going Shane.
we have the best fans. I'm just gonna put it out there. Someone, Mr. Richard writes in, Braun wins by running by Nicholas.
That's funny. I gotta go with I'm going with Shane. Yeah.
They're setting this up for.
Yeah, Shane's gonna win. Braun versus I think I don't think we're gonna. I think we're gonna get this match, but we're not gonna get much of a match. I think Shane's just about to, use his authority, something, and no pun intended, to win the match, and then it sets up for an actual match at WrestleMania.
Bingo. Like,
So,
who wants to see this?
hey, I like Shane O'Mac.
I'm just saying, I feel like it's the Nickelodeon death match, complete with green slime.
Anyway, Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss.
Wait, this is allowed?
Yeah, that's happening.
It's happening.
He's gonna come punter.
Wow.
So, who you asking first?
Damien.
I am going to go with Alexa Bliss because the Fiend is definitely going to show up, or maybe not.
No, he is.
Lou.
I am gonna go with Randy Orton by DQ because the Fiend shows up. So Orton.
I see.
Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a wrestling. They're planning a. No spoilers.
JJ.
So, first of all, I didn't think this was actually legitimately going to happen. I didn't know that, WWE used a time stone. They went Control Select in SmackDown versus Raw 2008 and picked a man versus a female. You're probably like, wait, what? Yes, I've actually done that on that game because it was legal.
That was the thing.
That came out so wrong. Anyway,
It did.
it's going to be a DQ. If the Fiend doesn't show up, this entire storyline is dead to me because I'm sick and tired of it.
I love it.
I'm
It's really
enjoying it.
annoying without the Fiend. So if he doesn't show up, I'm sick of it. So Randy wins by DQ. Fiend shows up. If he don't show up, I'm sick of it. I don't want to see it no more. No more this black goo crap. I don't want to see it no more. No mas.
I love what Alexa Bliss.
No mas.
Alexa Bliss on this. This is awesome.
No mas.
All day.
That bad, buddy?
I'm going with Alexa because the Fiend shows up. We're not gonna sit here and act like the lights don't go out. Referees can't see. But yeah, I'm going with Alexa win because of the Fiend. Cliff, what you got?
I'm gonna go no contest. You say like the match doesn't even get started.
I thought about. It's gonna get started, but I don't know.
No, it's gonna get started.
I
Bliss
thought
is gonna
about
come
that
out to the
too.
ring. She's gonna come out, right? Randy's gonna come out. He's gonna do his pose. Lights turn off. Fiend shows up. That's it. Match doesn't even get the bell. Bell don't even ring.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Hope she gets
Shut up, JJ. I did ask for your acceptance of my thoughts.
Wow.
You know,
Alrighty.
The turn.
That was a little no holds barred.
A little bit.
Husky Harris interferes.
But it's okay because guess what? The next match on Fastlane is a no holds barred match. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus.
Ooh.
Who you got, Lou?
Can we just say no and just accept that Drew's winning? Like, just that's it.
Yeah, congratulations, Drew's winning this match. I mean, he's going to.
Okay, no, I figured.
It's not like you're gonna derail his momentum.
Is this gonna be a good match? Yes. But Drew is winning this match. Let's be real.
If we really look at things, so I read an article that said that there could be a triple threat match for the title at WrestleMania, but they didn't specify. It would make sense to have a triple threat match with Roman, Edge, and Daniel Bryan rather than Sheamus, Drew, and
Say his name.
Say it.
Say his name.
Say his name. Say
All right.
his name.
Say his name.
All right, Bobby Boucher. Black Lives Matter. Gotcha.
So everyone's going with Drew, right?
Yeah.
We're going. Yeah, I'm definitely picking Drew.
Okay.
One of our fans did say that Sheamus is winning.
They're lying.
Fred Shango, my man.
They're trolling.
What up, Prince Shango?
We got
No
you,
way.
Prince. He said,
All
I'm
right,
tired
we
of
got
Drew
the
already.
Intercontinental Championship match. We got Big E versus Apollo Crews.
This one's kind of hard too.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
it
not even gonna front. Is it bad that I'm like, this is the match I'm actually super excited for.
Same here, actually. I like what they've done with the story.
Yeah,
Even though Apollo picked up a whole different accent and demeanor
right.
overnight, but I loving it.
It's been in like 7 years. Really, like this is the most interesting his character's been in 7 years.
Oh no, it has. Like this is what they should have done with him from jump.
Yeah. So
Instead
I
of the
agree.
smiley, I'm happy to be here and be in a
Smiley,
spot.
just
Right,
do this.
exactly. JJ, who you picking? Apollo, Big E.
From the kingdom of Wakanda,
I knew it.
King Tajosha
Yep, I knew Josh was coming.
is picking his right-hand man,
Oh, he's
Apollo Crews,
oh,
who is going to take the Intercontinental Champion.
wow. Okay. Yeah. So Apollo's your right hand man. Gotcha. Okay, cool.
He is one of the royal advisors at the table.
Royal advisor. Man, not the head of the table, because that's Roman Reigns' spot. JJ, you got Apollo. So let's go with Damian.
So at the beginning of all this, I would have loved to actually say Apollo. But after watching Talking Smack, just seeing the whole build up and then them having their interview on SmackDown. I don't know. Big E got me believing that he gonna pull this one off. I think I'm gonna have to go with Big E.
Big E.
I might be wrong, but
Cliff, who you got?
Man, I really want to take Apollo Crews. Because like the problem is that you have these two newish characters, right, starting to show up, with Big E kind of like getting his more serious side going on, and then you have Apollo and his whole attitude change. You know, I really want to go with Apollo because right now I think Apollo has like the hottest character in WWE. Like I just really like what he's putting out there. And I just feel like WWE is just going to fuck it up anyway, and they're going to let Big E win. But I really want to go with Apollo, but I have to go with Big E because I got to retain my title.
All right. So I gotta agree with you. I agree with you on that sense. I think the best way to go about this, because I'm gonna pick Big E. But I think the best way to really go about this is Big E wins, but the ref doesn't see that Apollo's foot is on the rope, underneath the rope. so that we get another match, and another match be at WrestleMania. I think that maybe that'd be the date. At least that'd be the time to put the belt on Apollo. You know, if they're really gonna strap the rocket to him, why not take the belt at WrestleMania? Adds more, heat to that character. But we'll also got to see how the character reacts, in front of an audience. But yeah, I'm going with Big E. Because if I had the pencil, I would pencil in them to have the rematch at WrestleMania. But yeah, Big E is getting the win. Lou, who you got winning?
I'm tired of this black on black violence that they're having right now. I'm just kidding.
The funny thing is, I was like, if I'm not gonna make the joke, you're gonna make the joke, and you made the joke, so I'm okay with that.
I'm picking a black man to win.
Oh my God, I hate this.
You're funny.
I hate this man.
So funny.
Yes. All right, I'm going to go with Big E, actually. I think they're going to continue his push.
Alrighty. All right, Women's Tag Team Championship match. I said it's going to happen. I've been calling this. I've been saying it since January that this was going to happen. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Bianca and Sasha Banks are taking the belts. I told y'all they were going to do it. They didn't do it when they were supposed to do it, but they're going to do it now. They're going to do it now.
Oh.
They're going to do it. Bianca and Sasha. I got them going over. Who you got going over, Cliff?
Yeah, I got Bianca and Sasha.
I've been trying to tell y'all things. I low-key know something.
Especially, did you hear like the other day when they were talking? And I know this is probably going to change somebody's opinion, but they were talking about was it John and Sean for the title at WrestleMania while they were tag team champions? I was like, of course they're going to do that.
Yes, I watched. It's funny because I was watching that SmackDown, and when they said that, I looked over to Brie. I said, I've been saying this. But yes, absolutely. All right, Damien, who you have?
Let's go with Ghetto Fabulous.
Yep. Like I said. Told y'all. I just want to let y'all know I want extra points.
Someone says if Nia and Shayna win, we riot.
Absolutely. Really. Lou, who you got?
Jackson, Shayna.
Okay. You're still not a believer. Yet. Okay. Nia and Shayna.
If it wasn't the pay-per-view before WrestleMania, any other pay-per-view, I'd get to see it. But I just think having the tag team titles fills a space on the card.
Mm-hmm.
So
I got you. JJ.
I injure most girls. Cause I'm not picking Nia or Shayna to win this match, cause they won't be the tag team champs no more. Yeah.
All right, so Bianca and Sasha. I don't know why light skins always think they can sing. All righty.
Oh, no.
Moving on, we have the Universal.
I'm allergic to his singing. I'm sorry.
The Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan. Damien, who are you picking?
I am going to go with my tribal chief.
Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief. Tribal Chief. All right, Cliff, who you got?
I'm going with The Miz. I think he's going to cash in and win the championship.
I can see that.
Okay. I'm taking Roman Reigns.
Wait, Damon, did you just say you could see that?
Right?
Yeah, I totally did.
What the fuck are you smoking, man?
I was glad somebody was like, I didn't really think anybody was going to agree with me.
I see, yeah.
I ducked my
got
face
you,
into my
didn't
phone. I was like, this dude has absolutely lost his mind.
COVID's better than
He don't got the
JJC.
briefcase. I was like, I'm hoping somebody will catch him.
Hey, JJ. Hey, JJ. Somebody said COVID is better than JJ singing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Whoever said wait. Whoever said that.
That was very funny.
Good job, Rich. I love your jokes.
My singing voice can cure it.
His mic.
And by cure it, do you mean put us 6 feet under?
I mean that. Let me not go there.
Anyway, Lou, who you not going over? Go ahead, pick my tribal. Pick your tribal chief. Pick your tribal chief.
Why would I pick that douchebag?
Pick your tribal chief and the man.
Because it's the right thing to do.
Thank you.
know,
The right thing to do.
I will pick the winner of this match. And this winner of this match is your tribal chief, not mine. Go ahead and put Roman down. But
I didn't vote for him.
I didn't vote for him. And B, if I was at that table, I'd slap the fucking food out of his mouth and take that seat.
Oh, see, now you're trying to get hurt.
Yeah, and
right. See, he's about like so. He's gonna like Superman punch you. You're gonna get Duff. He's Roman Reigns gonna.
You want to talk about Duff? Fuck this shirt then.
you know what I feel? I feel like if Lou was at the table with Roman, and Roman's like, "You gonna eat your cornbread?"
If cornbread was on my plate, I'd give it away.
You don't like cornbread?
I don't like cornbread.
Whatever.
Oh, then
If it was some chocolate chip cookies and Roman's like, "Hey, do you want to eat those chocolate chip cookies?" He'd be like,
Like
you
right
go.
now,
Mr. Chief.
he can't have chocolate. Praise the Lord and everything that he does.
"You know what? If he was like, hey, you gonna drink that beer?" Lou would be like, "Here's
Nah,
that."
fuck that. You ain't taking my beer, man. Nah.
That's the line. That's the line. Okay.
Gotcha. I'm picking my tribal chief. Your tribal chief. He's the one that sits at the head of the table. He's the reason there is food on your table. There's clothes on your children. It is because of Roman Reigns.
Damn Skippy.
The
My
OG,
wife is the reason there's
the
food in
OG, Alpha and Sika have put on the lay that makes him the head of the table. Dwayne and Uncle Dwayne ain't got shit now. Okay? All props Uncle Dwayne and his show that's going on. But cousin Roman, cousin Joe. It's just
The real deal.
thank you, Damon.
I think he's still in the back end cooking.
He sits at the head of the table and
He's
he's
cooking the meat.
retaining.
He's
his-
part of the catering company in that family.
What?
So,
What?
hey,
Don't compare him to Titus.
cornbread's not good for your A1C, Lou. Someone's looking out for your health.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Thanks, Rich.
Jay, who are you picking, bro? I mean, are you please don't turn your back on the family.
So listen here. I'm under obligated duty in order for me to sit at this table, to sit at that table, that I have to pick the one and only the tribal chief.
Tori McDonald's at that table.
He doesn't bring McDonald's at the table. Watch your mouth.
Exactly, man. Listen,
It is so weird to hear you talk about Roman Reigns being your tribal chief when you are the leader of Wakanda.
I'm not the
Exactly.
fucking Wakanda.
Oh, that's a different universe. That's Tajasha. Tajasha's from another universe. This yeah, that's another universe. You know there's a multiverse and shit, Cliff.
Yeah, that's Earth. That's Earth 2.
Come on now. You know about the multiverse.
Roman lost the title to Kevin Owens. He could not get up, and the referee had to stop counting.
Yeah,
Paul
that was
Heyman's fat ass fucked that lineup.
Lou, that was on Earth 616.
You don't know about that, Earth.
Yeah, you're on the wrong earth.
Exactly.
I'll give you a
Well,
six.
You know nothing about that.
I'll give you a 619.
I like to see that.
Matter.
I would love to see Lou do a 619.
You and me both, buddy.
I would love. Hey Lou, listen. When you come in August, I'm gonna get you in the ring.
About that.
And oh!
He said he ain't got that time. Ejectocito, cuz.
Are you gonna have beans and rice at your wedding?
Wait, what?
Beans and rice. Tacos.
That's
Oh,
I'm not gonna
I have tacos? No.
I can't come.
Hey yo, hey Lou, you get another one. That was funny. But yeah, that's Fastlane, guys.
We got a question in. It says, is there anyone who has had a better response to going face to heel than Reigns? So is there anybody who's gone better from face to heel?
A bad signing group.
I really like this question.
Daniel?
Daniel?
I would say Daniel, but I'd throw an Edge.
Edge had a good one.
Edge.
Edge had a good one.
Edge. I mean, you know, we love Edge. You know, we cheer for Edge now, but let's not forget Edge. You know, really
Edge was a jerk.
Right, like we hated Edge. Like Edge was the guy that was getting like legit heat. Like we hated Edge at one point. Now it's like, so I'm gonna go with Edge.
Yeah, even Seth Rollins is
Edge, or I think Rock, maybe Rock.
Rock's turn was pretty epic.
You know, maybe Rock. See that's where we're going to that comparison. You know, like we did before with the women's match.
Vince McMahon's when he's like, "It was me, Austin."
That was stupid. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna take one very recently. Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
With DIY, and he came back, bro. He had no music. It was a roar of boos. The nuclear heat that this man generated for nothing.
MJF heel turn was good too.
Fuck MJF.
I'm circumcised.
Damn, he said it.
I don't know. I mean, if I'm off the dome, if I'm just throwing an answer out there, I got to go with Edge.
He said, yeah, but Daniel wasn't hated like Reigns was. The thing is, like, okay, you know what, Chaz, we talked about this, and this is something I think we should actually kind of like just touch on again, right? So it's funny how everybody keeps continually saying that Roman Reigns is hated. If this Roman Reigns had a crowd, the crowd would have gone ape shit for him.
Oh God, yeah.
Cheered him on so loud because he turned heel. Like, and I really believe this because Braun and The Fiend were in the ring and I popped and I was cheering when I was watching him talk about you are only a monster because I let you be a monster. I was like, bro, like this is the Roman Reigns we wanted. So I think the crowd would have just gone electric seeing Roman Reigns come in and just beat the shit out of everybody.
You see?
Oh God, yeah.
The problem was they tried to make Roman Reigns John Cena.
Agree. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, yes.
That was the problem.
I just don't think that the heel Roman Reigns was actually like a fucking turn. Like he came out and dominated, yes, but when you think turn heel, there's a bigger action. Like Seth Rollins turning heel on the Shield. Like there's a difference between that kind of, oh my God, that just fucking happened, to, oh, Roman Reigns is coming down the ramp.
So I agree. Well, could we use the feud with his cousin as the heel turn? I mean, we're not putting that in the factor. You know,
sure.
Like
that story.
That story, I think that story was the story that solidified him as a heel. I wouldn't.
Absolutely.
All in all, in a perfect world, because like Cliff said, us, he's a heel, but I'm cheering for Roman every time I see him, because he's a heel. That is that because I like this heel character, but I would use, in a perfect world, if we're just sticking on, what they're giving us, that story turned him heel. Like he beat the dog piss out of his cousin, his own flesh and blood. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't see how you can cheer someone after that, in a sense. But I gotta agree with Cliff. And I think a lot of stuff, like this heel or face stuff, is going to change come WrestleMania, because this is the first time literally in a year of having a legit crowd. There's not going to be piping in sound, the crowd noises anymore. So you're right. Seth might get cheered. I think, all in all, you might just throw it out the window because everyone's just so excited to be, at a show that they're just going to cheer everything. So who knows? We don't know who knows what's going to happen, in Tampa. So he's a heel. He's a heel, Lou. He's a heel. He's heel. I think it's a matter of whether or not once fans are back in, every week type of thing, when is how they react. Is if I feel we can have that conversation on whether he's a heel or not.
Absolutely.
Because if you're just watching it, they're piping and booing. They're piping in the boos. And but it's just what happens when the real alive reaction comes. Are they going to cheer him? Are they going to boo him? I don't know. But he's a heel. He's a heel. He's definitely a heel. He definitely really turned. But whether or not will he stay a heel, and I put the quotes there, is up to everyone who bought a ticket this past weekend to WrestleMania.
Facts.
Yeah, that's my comment on that as far as if he's a heel or not. But no, that's a good question. It's a really good question though. What are we looking at here? So, moving on.
Whoa. So, question for you.
Oh, you have a question? All right.
Can we have who's the percentages right now that we're at?
No, we're waiting to the end.
But we're done with.
Damn, he said no.
We'll wait then. I'll tell you. I can tell you only your percentage for the last show. I will not tell you your total average so far. That is the new rule that was placed in. I can tell you what you got last pay-per-view.
I know what I got last pay-per-view.
Okay, then. So, what you need to know anything else for?
This is the game we're playing.
To keep the integrity of this competition, no, you cannot find out.
Oh, we need to figure out. I want to know mine first place or second place with the overall percentage right now.
We'll find out SummerSlam.
I believe it.
SummerSlam, you will get whether or not if you are first, second, third, or last.
I feel like this is here's a second screw of Lou, because damn well Cliff did not win that goddamn pencil. I fucking won it. Boom.
Didn't win.
Wow.
Your calculations were off.
You didn't win, though.
It's cool, Lou. You can try all you want to be a heel turn. You're the face in this whole thing.
Yeah, he said you the face.
You're the face.
You didn't.
No. I got cheated.
Whatever.
You know what you could do? You go build a ring, bring a bunch of your fans together, stand in the ring, and say that you're starting the Lou movement, and just get them to cheer for you until they put you in a match with me and a one-on-one with the percentages. But otherwise, right now, you're just not good enough to get a rematch. So
if I'm in the ring with you, I'm gonna fucking kick you right.
Sit well at second place, my dude.
Chaz screwed Lou.
Lou screwed Lou.
Chaz screwed Lou. Chaz screwed Lou.
Oh, trust me, I didn't screw you. You didn't get screwed.
AJ Luhan screwed AJ
I
Luhan.
will fucking kill you. I'll fucking murk you right.
All right. That's good. We got another debate topic. So
I will put your address on the show right now, live.
I mean, you think I'm scared? Think I'm worried about that? I love fan mail.
Wow, he said,
I will
love
put your
family.
All right.
I will put your nickname
Hey.
out there.
All right, moving on.
Fuck you.
Moving on. So we got our last debate topic. The rumors these past couple weeks, past 2 weeks, I think it's been about 2 weeks. Andrade had asked for his release from the WWE, and WWE denied his request. There was no confirmation yet until about last week. No, not last week. This past week, I'm sorry. And Andrade put out a tweet saying that the rumors were true, that he did ask for his release, and WWE did not grant it. So I want to take into a deeper look at this. And the question is, with WWE denying his release, is WWE viewing AEW more as competition? Let's go with Damien. Let's start with you, Damien. Then we'll go Lou. Then we'll go Cliff. Then we'll go me, and then JJ. You'll take us at the end.
What was that? I heard somebody said something. I'm talking shit.
I did.
You. Fuck you and your opinion. All right, so,
You.
well, if it was me, hold on. What was the question again? Because Lou just kind of.
Is WWE viewing AEW more as competition since they're not going to let Andrade go?
Well, fuck Planned Parenthood as always. They ain't nobody's competition. The only thing they competition is competition to my nut hairs. Anyway, no, they why would they release him? Because he wants to go back across the border?
Hey.
What? I didn't say which border. Calm down. I could have been talking about the Canadian border. Calm down. Anyway, no, I mean, all right, so if he's unhappy, yeah, but if this is just because he hasn't been on TV, he needs to suck it up, Buttercup, and finish out his fucking contract. He signed it. Pretty sure they put it in language that he could understand. I'm going to stop talking now.
In Spanish?
I don't know what he speaks.
All right, Lou. Lou.
I don't even want to talk about it.
I think it's because I don't care about the situation that much, so my bad.
And I don't care about the situation either, and that's the issue that I'm having. The other issue I'm having is you have monopolized wrestling so much that you can hold people from going and being happy. Let the man go. Let him go be happy. He's not happy where he's at. He should be able to go be happy. I'm not saying go to AEW. I'm not saying to go to the rival company. Whatever this dude wants to do, let him go be happy. We're humans. I don't like him. No, man, we can't go there.
Hey, you said I'm horrible. What the hell?
For me, like I understand like Andrade's unhappy at WWE, and I know WWE is kind of like one of those. They're really being dicks where they're like, we're gonna hold you to this contract, kid, because that's what happens. I personally, man, I see that they see AEW as competition because obviously, like a lot of talent wants to go there. They just missed out on Christian, right? Christian went to AEW, and WWE was like, shit. So we shouldn't let them go. We should let him go because there's also a possibility that if Andrade leaves, does Charlotte go with? Does she eventually just let her contract go out and just walk off? Because it's been noted that they're together and they were trying to run this storyline together and they were just getting denied. Mm-hmm. But even at that, what happens if Andrade gets released and him and Thea are now back tagging, or not tagging, but they're back again as their dynamic? and we understood like that was fire. And it's been already rumored that Thea has already signed a contract for AEW. So, if Andrade got released, all of a sudden he shows up. It's a nightmare situation for WWE. So kind of understand that it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation for them, and they understand that if they release him, he goes back to the competition. And even at that, like they don't really want him to go anywhere else, and I understand. So unfortunately, like I side with Andrade, but yeah, I think WWE kind of understands that AEW is starting to become some competition.
Fuck Planned Parenthood.
My same point that Cliff made. Yes, they do see him as more competition. Now, you lost the Big Show. You lost
They didn't
Christian.
lose shit.
I'm gonna start naming big names that WWE had that are now in AEW. Big Show, Christian, Chris Jericho, FTR, Cody. Like that's just fun. And
That about Jon Moxley.
Yeah,
But
I was gonna
anyway.
say, you know what?
That's sick.
Dustin.
Yeah, but
Dustin Rhodes. Like it's a lot of talent and a lot of names that are now on the competition.
yes, it is a lot of talent, but as far as the namesake, I'm good. I ain't gonna miss none of those guys in the ring.
I'm
Maybe
gonna be
FTR.
real. I'm gonna be real, and you guys I'm probably gonna catch a lot of heat for this, but only 2 of those names are significant. Period.
Facts.
Moxley and
The
FTR.
people
And
that
let's be real, man.
Yeah.
Big Show wasn't being used. He main evented WrestleMania for like a 5-minute match with Drew. Okay. Otherwise, he got, he had his hip surgery, so I want to put that out there. Christian had just came back, right? And he was at the Rumble, and at any time he has another concussion, that's kind of it. He's done, right? Who was somebody else that you had named off? Dustin. Dustin wasn't even being used. He was in the back. Like, he just wasn't being utilized. Like, to be real, Miro was just destroyed by WWE. And when he showed up to AEW, they have to rebuild him. So he is on the path of getting back to where he belongs. But otherwise, only really, FTR and Jon Moxley are the
What about
only
Jericho?
names. Huh?
Jericho.
No. Jericho, no.
No, fuck
Jericho's not in that
Jericho.
boat either. I'm sorry. Like, I like Jericho,
So,
but
here's
his
the thing, though.
lights kind of shimmered. His lights kind of dimmed down a little bit, man. He left. He went to New Japan. He won a belt at New Japan, but really, like, he was only the biggest name to sign with AEW until Jon Moxley signed.
So, but I'm not. I get what you're saying, but the names. It's the names. To the person that hadn't watched wrestling in a long time, they know who Big Show is. I've had proof.
Yeah,
there are people who used to watch WWE that don't watch it now. Watch AEW because of the names. That's what brings them in.
And that is the worst thing ever.
It is.
How they're beating WWE right now.
Like that's just what it is. The person they know, oh, the Big Show. Oh, well, I remember the Big Show. Let me check them out. It's the same, in a sense, it's the same thing that will happen in the NBA Twitter when Dynamite went on after the NBA one time, and then NBA Twitter started watching and they had their field day. It was more or less bad for us, but it's that same sense. They're watching it because they know those stars. It's the names, So I kind of agree because they know who Big Show is. They know Christian. These are names that they know that were at the time when they were watching it were names. Sting, so yeah, they view them as competition because of that. No, I think WWE's not dumb. They're not dumb.
Said Cliff, you know what happens when you criticize Chris Jericho? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna join all the other great names that made the list.
But anyway, yeah, so they view him as competition. It sucks, but Andrade's not a contract, right? Like, He signed a contract. Just because you unhappy, don't mean you can be released from a law-binding contract. Like you put your name there. So it sucks. Like don't get me wrong, it sucks. But you got a contract. But is Vince using him? No. He should. They should let him go. He should. If you're not using him, like what? Like you got like if you're not playing with a toy, what do? You give the toy away.
No, actually, I keep it and sit it on the shelf and let it collect dust.
I do that too.
Alrighty.
I just put mine in storage.
Endpoint. So go ahead, JJ.
Do they view AEW as competition? Sure. I guess they're competition. I guess they're the second, known prominent wrestling fed or corporation in the world, maybe, or maybe just the United States. But you know what I mean? But does it suck for Andrade? Yeah, boo-hoo. Boo fucking who. Cry me a river. No. But yeah. He signed the contract. He signed his soul. So his soul will be there until Grandpa Vince, the old man in Connecticut, wants to get rid of his soul and release his soul. But until then, his soul is taken. Just like with Deshaun Watson, he can't get out of Texas, out of H-Town. He signed his soul there. Yeah.
I mean, he could just ask for a massage.
Sure.
Anyway.
Bring that butt massage to Denver. I don't even care.
Yeah, because Denver needs a quarterback. Y'all sold for that ring.
Man, whatever. We got a ring.
Night.
This is a wrestling podcast. Anyway, so with that's everyone went, right? Everyone said their piece.
Yeah. I said my bullshit.
Who's fucking listening to him?
So, alrighty. It is now time for the greatest segment in all the 3 Count Podcast. It is now time for the Red Dogs Power Rankings. Danger Zone.
All right. So we did miss a week. So let's get into March 14th. We got to get into our honorable mentions. We're going to start this off with Miro Kip versus Chucky and OC at Revolution. Yay. So next up, this is actually a really good match. I really enjoyed this one too. Alex Hammerstone versus LA Park on MLW. Let's be real. Like that was just a fire match. Our next honorable mention is going to go to AJ Styles versus Randy Orton on Raw. Okay, give up. After that, we do have our another honorable mention with the Street Profits and Mysterios versus the Top Dogs and Alpha Academy on SmackDown. And our last match that makes the honorable mention list before we jump into our top 10, that is Bobby Lashley versus The Miz on Raw. So we get into our top 10 matches of, March 14th. So number 10, so we're going to start us off with Adam Page versus Matt Hardy at Revolution. Number 9, we got to go with Matt Jackson versus Phoenix on Dynamite. We're going to go into number 8 with Big E versus Sami Zayn on SmackDown. Going to number 7, I really enjoyed this match. I'm going to talk about this again. Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky on Dynamite. And then we move into number 6, and I feel like this is going to be the one that a lot of people get pissed about. Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley at Revolution.
Yo, see, Cliff, I thought we were cool.
I feel like the
man.
only reason why people didn't like this match was because the explosion at the end that didn't happen.
I paid $50 for that bullshit.
That match was still really good. You know what? We got to keep moving. So moving in to number 5, we have Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon versus Rachel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai on NXT. I really did like this match. Number 4. Let's be real. If you guys did not win this or watch this match, you need to because it was that good. Chris Bay versus Ace Austin on Impact. Like I can't hype that up.
That was really good. That was a good match.
Number 3, Finn Balor versus Adam Cole on NXT. Let's keep it real. Number 2, let's be real. This was actually one of my favorite matches of the night. The Death Triangle in the Casino Tag Royale. I did like that one on Revolution. And our number 1 match of March 14th, we got to give it up to Natalya and Tamina versus Sasha and Bianca Belair on SmackDown.
You have lost your everlasting mind. Someone wake me up in this Genjutsu. Release! Release! No!
Yes! I did it! I'm just kidding. The real number 1 match of the night was the Young Bucks versus the Inner Circle at Revolution.
Oh, I would have rather you pick that other one. Boo.
So we have officially lost Chaz.
Oh, he's gone.
All right, so let's move into March 21st's power rankings.
What?
March 21st.
He left.
Here we go. So honorable mentions that we're gonna start off, right? Matt Hardy brand versus Jurassic Express and Barrett Country. Another honorable mention that we're going to talk about is Legado del Fantasma versus Breezango on NXT. And then our last match, which I actually made this an honorable mention match, I really did like this one, was Riho versus Maki Ito on AEW Dark Elevation. So big ups to them. Dexter Lumis and Austin Theory is also another honorable mention on NXT. And then our last honorable mention match is going to be the Alpha Academy versus the Mysterios versus the Street Profits on SmackDown. So big ups to those guys. Moving to our number 10, we do have Rahit Raju versus Maharaj Shira on Impact. Number 9 is going to be John Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus the Good Brothers on AEW. Number 8, we're going to have Drew McIntyre versus The Miz on Raw. Number 7, this is actually a fun match. If you guys haven't been able to check this out, this is actually my favorite match that's ever opened up this week. So Leo Rush versus Brian Pillman Jr. on MLW, just hands down, really great. Number 6, Tommaso Ciampa versus Marcel Barthel on NXT. I love watching this. Number 5, we're going to have Sami Callihan versus Trey Miguel on Impact. Number 4, Edge versus Jey Uso on SmackDown. So we have to give that big ups. Number 3 was the New Day versus Hurt Business on Raw. Let's be real, that match was fire. Number 2, we have Lorcan and Birch versus Balor and Cross on NXT. And then our number 1 match of the week, Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker on AEW.
Whoa.
Breaking news real quick. Chaz has quit. Because he quits.
You made Chaz quit.
I made Chaz quit.
Oh.
Hey, look, Vacant has entered the building.
Uh,
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get this response. Yeah, so that's the power rankings for all of the lists. All the way through, you know. I would love to see like your guys' response and what you guys think about the list for the last 2 weeks.
besides the dumbass, gay ass Planned Parenthood bullshit on there, you know, I think you might have to evaluate our friendship, but you know,
Okay. We'll definitely think into it. Well, I guess we lost Chaz. It is what it is. So, with that being said, I guess I'll end the stream. I'll be the one that does it.
Stay tuned for next week on another great show of the Three Count Podcast.
All right. Well, hey guys, like we said, this is the 3 Count Podcast, the base show for March 21st. This is also the go home show for Fastlane. So you guys go check out Fastlane tonight on the WWE, actually on the Peacock Network. So with that being said, though, I am the Red Dog, Clifford Miller, here with the franchise Lou, here with the Dark Lord Damien, here with Drip JJ, who no longer has his microphone on or his videos because he left, and the one who knocks and quits, the one that's known as Vacant. I don't know what happened to Chaz. So unfortunately, guys, that's where this all ends. So you guys know what to do. Tune in next time and be there, or be like Chaz and be somewhere else.
Fuck Planned Parenthood.
Hey guys, it's the host of the 3 Count, Chaz Evans here. Make sure to let you know that I don't run shit, I don't do shit, I just talk shit. And make sure you subscribe to our podcast. What else did you do? You should also follow us on all social medias. That's the Facebook at 3 Count Podcast, the Instagram at 3 Count Pod, and the Twitter at 3Count_pod. Also, if you like us a lot, you should definitely buy a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod, and that's the number 3. Don't be an idiot and type in THREE, because you're not going to find anything. So make sure you follow us at 3CountPod or 3Count_pod on Twitter and buy a shirt. Be there or be somewhere else.